If you remember watching the Disney Channel games when it first came out, it's time to open up a 401k, my friends. The Disney Channel games premiered almost 2 decades ago and had a short run, but for so many people, it was a core memory watching it as a kid. For younger millennials and older Gen Z, this was our Olympics. This reality competition series ran for 3 seasons from 2006 to 2008, airing each summer. It divided actors from the Disney Channel universe into color-coded teams, where they competed in challenges like obstacle courses, egg tosses, rock, paper, scissors, kart racing, soccer with a giant ball, and more. The Disney Channel games came out during the reality TV boom of the early to mid 2000s, with shows like The Bachelor, Big Brother, Survivor, all drawing wide audiences. Disney wanted in on this reality TV craze. Scott Bright, who was an executive producer on the 2007 and 2008 Disney Channel games, told Insider in an interview, MTV had switched from showing videos to mainly showing reality programs, and a lot of them were challenge-based. So it was definitely on our mind that we wanted to be competitive with that type of programming. By 2006, Disney Channel had an advantage that its competitors didn't: a roster of teen megastars. The first season in 2006 was small. It featured 3 teams, it was filmed in Santa Clarita, California, and had classic field day competitions. After the first season, the games moved to the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex in Orlando, Florida, and featured not just US Disney stars, but international Disney stars as well. They featured more complicated events, and viewers at home could win points for the stars by playing online games. But then it got quietly canceled. The announcement came in February of 2009, when a Disney Channel spokesperson told PopstarOnline.com, "While we are proud of Disney Channel games and its great success over the past 2 years, this summer we are focusing on the launch of a new pro-social initiative with Disney Channel and Disney XD stars. Details will be announced shortly." In a different statement, they cited that actor availability was another reason for the cancellation, which makes sense. Stars like Demi Lovato, the Jonas Brothers, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, they were all already busy with their own shows, right? With their filming schedules alone, I bet it was really hard for producers to find a chunk of time where everyone was available in the previous years. On top of that, most of these stars had growing music careers. These stars were booked and busy. A few months after the February 2009 announcement of the game's cancellation, Disney launched the Friends for Change project, which was an environmental initiative that encouraged kids to preserve the planet. They put out a ton of PSAs and music videos that featured Disney Channel stars as part of this initiative. Now, for context, the Disney Channel games seasons were usually filmed in the spring and premiered in the summer each year. I'm curious if in the spring of 2009, the producers had an incredibly small time slot between all the conflicting schedules and had to choose between filming promo materials for Friends for Change or filming the Disney Channel games.
Can we really change the world one friend at a time? On April 2nd, 2009, 29 of the biggest Disney stars came together to find out on the set of Disney's Friends for Change program.
So yeah, even though the Disney Channel games were super popular and people loved it, it seems like the producers had to make a hard decision and focus on the Friends for Change campaign. The Disney Channel games did not air in 2009 or 2010, although they did try to revive the Disney Channel games in 2011, but it was rebranded as part of their environmental initiative. They called it the Friends for Change games. It was similar to the Disney Channel games, having the network stars compete against each other, but this time it was about promoting conservation and making a difference in one's community. It did not get renewed the following years for unknown reasons. Stars like Miley, Demi, Selena, the Jonas Brothers, and so on, they were all either done with Disney by that point or on their way out. I think it flopped because the golden age of Disney Channel ended and the new stars lacked the star power that the old stars had. Beyond what I just said, there's not a ton online about the cancellation of the Disney Channel games. But during my research, I did find tons of clips of former Disney stars taking to social media to talk about what the games were and weren't like for them. To wrap up this video, here's some of the things that they had to say.
The Disney Channel games were basically, the Olympics, but where they would bring in 100-ish Disney Channel stars from all over the world and make us compete in silly games. But what it really was like Love Island on crack, where they would put a bunch of teenagers in the Disney park after hours.
Oh my
and just
goodness.
say, let's see what happens.
That's a really weird take, honestly. The DC games was nothing like that.
What? I don't know what he's saying. I don't know why I was being like Papa Bear and looking at all these kids just sweating and be like, make sure we get waters for everybody. We don't want anyone dehydrating and fainting.
It sounds like some of us maybe we're getting busier than others. I was on the rock and roller coaster ride. It was pretty wholesome. So, Nick, what were you doing?
Don't miss it.
Rest in peace to the Disney Channel games, a beautiful thing that came out of the Disney Channel golden age and can never be replicated.